Sorry.
There we go.
I think that got that on record.
No, they didn't.
Oh, fuck.
Hello. We are the
Hello.
Twilight cousins. What the hell up?
What up?
Back again. And today we're going to talk about
Stephen
an
King.
author named Stephen King, who
Yes.
is a very good author.
Amazing. First, let me get this straight. Stephen King is one of the best authors of the 21st century.
Well, yeah, he's well known. He's
Period.
probably considered the best author,
Yeah, really.
when it comes to horror and everything.
He is.
And he has a lot of, a lot of people that look up to him and stuff.
Yeah.
As an author, and a lot of other authors that look up to him for inspiration and everything.
Exactly.
So, when he said his little rant about Twilight and Stephanie Meyer,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just, why would you do that to an author that's making it big? Another author that's coming into, that's coming into the spotlight.
Limelight. Yeah, like she created this gigantic cult phenomenon, which it is, and if you try to deny, you're
Deny it
retarded.
all you want, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you
I
are
mean,
if you don't think so.
If Twilight weren't big, it would just be a random story on a bookshelf that nobody ever heard of.
But that ain't it. So the thing is if it's this giant long time cult phenomenon, blah blah blah. She has sold well over, how many is it?
I don't know, like 100 million.
It's over
or
100
something
million.
like that.
Tons of books, ridiculous amounts. But the thing is Stephen King decided to comment, and he basically said, the gist of it, I'm kind of paraphrasing, but he said, he compared Harry Potter to Twilight, like every other ignorant person to do that, okay? That's what he did. And he said that Harry Potter teaches you things about moral responsibility, the importance of friendship, stuff like that. And then he basically said how Twilight shows how important it is to have a boyfriend. That's wrong.
That's like me saying...
You're fucking dumb.
Yep. That's like me saying, Twilight shows you spirit of humanity, the importance of love, you know what I mean? To know your place in the world. All this wonderful stuff, to meet wonderful characters. And Harry Potter is just about learning how to flick your wand. I mean, do you see the ignorance in that? I mean, that's not what Harry Potter is all about.
Exactly.
So when you say Twilight's just about, it's about a girl having a boyfriend and that's it. Yeah,
Bullshit.
That's why it's a cult phenomenon. Yeah,
exactly.
Because
that's exactly what it is. Some girl wanting a boyfriend. That's it. Hey, I think he's right. He might have a point. It might just be about having girlfriends and boyfriends. That's what, I mean, you know what? Maybe that's it.
What?
Maybe that's what it's about. Having girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yep. And that's why I loved it so much. Because
that's exactly why. I'm lonely as fuck.
Yeah.
I want a girlfriend.
I read Twilight and this is what it's like to have a boyfriend that's a vampire, so...
He's right. His word is God.
I don't give a shit about anything else.
His word is amazing.
And you know what?
He factualizes when he speaks.
And as an author...
It's hard
to... I've lost so much respect for him, because as a big author, other authors are looking up to you, you know what I mean? They're inspired by your stories, and you should be like, hey, it's great that you're getting out there and that your stories are successful.
Give some new people some support.
Don't be like, oh yeah, well I'm the greatest fucking author ever, and no other author should have a book published, and only mine.
Not even Stephanie Meyer, you have...
Yep. He talks shit about Dean Koontz.
And James Patterson.
Saying, oh, they're shitty, terrible authors.
They are extremely good authors.
Yeah.
Like, they have sold millions, like Maximum Ride and all those series. Dean Koontz has what? The one that you did.
Odd Thomas.
Odd Thomas.
That was one of the best books I ever read.
And you're telling me that he's going to shoot them down too. Dean Koontz is like Stephen King's rival.
Like, he's got some sort of ego thing going on.
He has a very factualized opinion of everything. Like, what he says is fact.
Yeah.
He talks,
and people buy it too.
People have commented. Well, the haters will buy it.
Exactly.
They're like, "Oh, Stephen King said he's an author." Yep. That's our hole in one right there. You guys, now that just proves we're right. No. No. It's oh my god, it's so annoying. I have never
seen.
No author has ever ragged on Stephanie Meyer like that.
I know.
No other author. And
when a Stephen King book came out, when a Stephen King movie came out, was there ever a huge line?
Was there hundreds of people camping out in front of the fucking movie theater?
Yeah.
Was there a line at midnight wrapping around Target to get the DVD of his movie.
Yep.
No.
Doesn't mean he's a bad author.
Thank you.
But it's like, see, I'm an artist, so I like to draw pictures. He doesn't draw, but if he came to me with a drawing and said, "Hey, I tried my best,"
Yeah, I'm working
I'd be
on
like,
it.
"That's pretty cool, you know. Keep going, and you'll get better." I'm not gonna be
Give-
like, "Well, you suck." So yeah, I'm the only one who can
You
draw.
suck dick, man.
I
I'm
mean-
the best artist to ever live.
I mean, that's like a kid's drawing, man. I mean, you should just go do something else because I'm the one
That's
who draws.
he has said more about Twilight. He said how it's a very immature writing style and how it's very, I don't know, stripped down and
Okay, Steven, listen to me. If you read Twilight and you didn't like it, like honestly and respectfully,
yeah,
just say that. You know what I mean?
right.
Or don't say anything. Just
keep
push
it
it
to
aside
yourself.
and talk about the books you do like.
Okay,
Don't try to put Stephanie Meyer down. I mean,
Really?
that makes you look like a bully.
makes you look like an asshole.
Yeah.
And really, that's what you are from what you've said so far. There has been those interviews, and he completely ragged the shit out of Twilight like it was his.
It's not necessary. It's just you're just being a dick.
You're rude. You're adding to something that doesn't need to be added to. You know, there's enough haters out there. Now, for you to be such a respectable and held up man in the literary community, or ever to be commenting on another author's popularity as crap, is really low. And it's pathetic.
It makes it seem like he knows how popular it is.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. Maybe he
But it's almost
wishes his books were that big.
But he talks about it like the popularity is the bad thing. Like, that's the issue.
That's how all
here.
the haters talk about it. I mean, why do you think it's popular? I mean, for real.
There's a
'Cause it
reason why
sucks?
there's
No.
millions of people that buy the books, you know.
Why do you think we're making these videos?
Because we're one of the millions. Hello?
That saw the beauty of Twilight. That saw the literary art of Twilight.
Yeah,
Harry Potter is great.
it is.
Twilight's great. Like, J.K. Rowling and Stephanie Meyer need to get together and tell all you people, you know,
Like, quit
we
bitching
can
about it.
coexist. Just because one book's good doesn't mean other books don't need to exist.
I have Harry Potter and I have Twilight on the same bookshelf.
I know.
I've read the first book and I have my Twilight series on the same bookshelf.
They need to coexist.
They can.
But no, you guys got to force them into this.
It's not even forcing it. You know, the funny thing is people that hate that probably could give fucking a rat's ass about Harry Potter or Twilight. Or, no, they hate Twilight. They don't care about Harry Potter, but they're going to compare them anyway.
Yeah.
Because
yeah,
it's
because
like, oh.
that's the comparison. Because Harry Potter made it as big as Twilight.
And it's been around for a long
Harry
time.
Potter is a cult phenomenon.
It
No
is.
doubt.
No
It is
doubt.
a great story.
Yeah.
We personally like Twilight better, but what does that mean?
What does that
So
mean?
we're going to take a shit on Harry Potter?
We
No.
don't care.
We're going to be like, hell yeah, Harry
You love
Potter,
Harry Potter.
Twilight.
Let's live together.
Whatever's good's good.
And happiness.
It's okay to like Twilight and Harry Potter.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And Stephen King.
He wants to just
As
rip them apart.
huge
and
as you are, you need to be
You need to bring-
congratulating Stephanie Meyer and J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
And being like,
and
you guys
James
did
Patterson and Dean Koontz.
good. Be like, I personally didn't care for Twilight, but you know what? Good for Stephanie.
Exactly. Good for her. You know,
Yeah.
personally, I didn't care for the book because that isn't my writing style. Because it isn't. And then you can say, oh, but I respect the fact that she sold over 100 million copies and
Yeah.
was a New York Times bestseller. That's an accomplishment that is not walked upon very just day by day. Oh, yeah, by the way, I'm a New York Times
Yeah.
bestseller. No. So, be nice. Fight nice,
Yeah.
please.
And that would have been a cool thing to hear from Stephen.
It would have been really cool. It would have been really respectable. Maybe your respect level would have went up, not down.
Yeah, exactly. It would have. I mean, what you got to think before you speak.
Exactly.
Even if you truly didn't like Twilight.
You don't need to mention it like that.
I mean, I never read a book.
He's so much more mature and older than that too.
I know, that's
Why
the
would
thing.
you bully about
He's
it?
been around for like 30, 40 years or
Yeah.
whatever.
Writing
Writing.
since the 70s.
I
And
mean,
you're
he's
gonna-
obviously huge, but that gives him no right to shit on authors.
On new authors that are popular.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
I mean, why do you have to be the only good author?
I love
and everybody
his,
else sucks.
I love his stories. I love his horror stories. He writes some of the best stories.
It was one of the best books I ever read.
I love The Shining. The Shining
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
shit. It's like my favorite horror movie and story of all time.
Yep, you're
Period.
a good writer,
Yeah.
and we respect you for that. But when you
When you rag on the thing that
rag
we
on the lesser,
love the most,
Yeah.
and in your opinion that it's just you may be one of the biggest writers of the 21st century, but your ego isn't one of the biggest of the
Yeah.
21st century. So just bring it down a notch. Kick
I
it
mean,
down a notch, Admiral.
all you really did was give the haters something to
Feed off
something
of.
to tag.
They
You know
fed
what I mean?
off of it, and now they're going to say, oh, well, Stephen King said this.
Yeah.
Let's post this up so we can, prove it to you that Twilight sucks. Because this author said it.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving them flame. Thanks for having people talk shit to us about our favorite thing because of what you said.
Yeah.
I hope you feel like shit. Because that is the message here, because you should.
I mean, seriously, yeah. I mean, you gotta be mature. You gotta be,
You're way too respectable to act like
exactly.
that at all.
I mean, it's like Aerosmith making fun of One Direction.
Or, yeah.
You know what I mean? One Direction's popular for this reason.
Aerosmith has been around for a long time. They've made great music.
But it doesn't fit. Like, Stephanie Meyer and Stephen King don't fit. Just like Aerosmith and One Direction. To see Aerosmith talk shit about One Direction, it's like, oh, wow, you're cool, Aerosmith.
They're
you know what I mean?
completely on different ends of the spectrum.
Exactly.
Stephen King writes this horror, crazy sci-fi stuff. Stephanie Meyer does something kind of in that zone, but it's a whole
totally different
special
and that's what you
thing.
need, different things. It can't be all horror stories by Stephen King.
That are written amazingly, according to you.
It's fine to have a love story. It's fine to have an action story. It's fine to have a horror story. Let them all coexist as authors. You should be working together and praising each other
Don't
instead of
shit
saying,
on
I'm
each
the
other.
best fucking author and you guys can go to hell.
Yeah. No.
No.
You're a dick for doing that. And I hope that you honestly feel just a tad bit remorseful about what you said, because honestly,
if you don't, then
Stephen King,
you are.
I'm telling you, I have gotten so much shit for reading Twilight. I've gotten so much shit for it. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever done. And it's like somebody making fun of your little baby sister or something.
Yeah.
It's terrible. So when you add flame to the fire of them just coming up to me and saying, hey, you're a faggot and a loser for reading something that you love to read.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of hurts just a little bit. So could you please take it back a notch? Maybe you could even take back your statement. That would be really nice.
Or rephrase it.
Not make it
sound like a bully.
Yeah, don't sound like a dickhead or
Just be like, hey, I'm not into Twilight, but,
That's okay.
Good for Stephanie Meyer for having her success.
Let's all exist.
For undeniable success.
Undeniable.
If she was a terrible author, her books would never have been published.
I know.
But anyway, we're gonna cut this. We are the Twilight Cousins. Hope you take our words into consideration.
And it's to everybody that hates, that loves, and that agrees.
Yep.
So
that's pretty good.
It is.
That's pretty good.
Hates, loves, and agrees. Anyway.
All right, salute to Twilight.
Dun.
We'll see you next time.